just do it. You know, time is not to waste in there. Yep. Hello, all. Welcome to the Dark Room. I am Paul Mosley Hinton, the dude in the Dark Room, and it is November 17th. It's a Thursday. It's about 8:20 p.m. here in California, in the United States of Brothers. And it's a Thursday, so it's Triforce Thursday here in the Dark Room, as we like to have it. I'm gonna be shooting some photography. Thank you very much. We're shooting some photography in Zelda Breath of the Wild. Shooting some cool portraits of the enemies and the NPCs and the landscapes and the architecture. Creating some cool artwork, utilizing this Zelda-based content. If you want to watch any of the previous installments of our photographic adventures and exploits, check out the YouTube page, because everything is pretty much on our YouTube for the most part. Sometimes I don't put stuff up there. If I'm dissatisfied with something that happened during the stream, if I make a fool of myself too much, and it's only happened like a couple times, that I will not add whatever the stream was, whatever night's stream I was dissatisfied with. I just won't put it on YouTube, because that's the only other place you can see it. At least I think. There was a changeover with how long you can view the Twitch content on Twitch on demand. I think once I became an affiliate, which thank you all for helping make that happen. Once I became an affiliate, it adds, I think, a longer time frame for your videos to stay available. But I know there's also options, and I haven't even dug into that, because I'm just trying to get things done, and I'll worry about all those little details and options later for the VOD stuff on Twitch. But for now, VOD is all going to be on YouTube. And then, like I said, I get to decide if a stream isn't good enough or whatever to put up, so people can't watch it again. But anyway, everything's, for the most part, does end up on YouTube, as well as the little clips from each stream as well. So if you're more into the short form type stuff, YouTube has got you covered. Also, TikTok has the exact same clips, content. N64 shirt makes me wonder when we're gonna get some awesome N64 photography. Well, I gotta steal your. I have to steal your N64, or at least your adapter and another N64. Because I have no way of plugging. I do not own a way to plug a N64 through my capture card and get it running into the computer. I have no way of doing that. So I gotta steal your thing first. But soon, very soon. It probably would have been sooner had Pokemon Snap not come out on Switch. I always say Switch and Twitch. I'm always going to be getting those confused. Because now that Pokemon Snap is on my Switch, or I can get it on Switch, I might just play it on Switch. There's a chance. Yeah, exactly. But we maybe I'll end up playing it on N64 anyway. I don't know. For like the nostalgic low resolution content, because I'm sure they did some upscaling and some remastering for the Switch version, I would imagine, or maybe not, and I have to look into that. But Pokemon Snap is going to be one of the next like deep dive long plays. I'd like to play through pretty much that entire game on the stream, and in that case, we can play through from the beginning of the game to the end, as opposed to what we're doing in our other photographic adventures, which is exploring things that we've already pretty much discovered. I mean, in Zelda, I've beaten this game on others. I don't think I beat it on this master mode that my save file that we're playing in here is next week. I don't know, probably not next week. I don't know. I cannot quote a time that any of this will happen, but Pokemon Snap, definitely want to do Pokemon Snap. And that's going to be one of the next games. I have a lot of cool games to do, but also I'm trying to finish up these games. I think one of the things that are holding me back is that I'm like trying to build. I want to build up a little bit more of an audience before I do my final overview videos next month. So well, if it's next year, that could be in a month and a half, which is only, you know, that's like 6 or 7 weeks. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna. I'm not even gonna give any kind of time frame because I don't want to. I don't want to be a liar. I don't want to. I don't want to over exaggerate. I don't want to underestimate. I don't want to. I don't want to piss anybody off here. But yeah, Pokemon Snap. We're definitely gonna do Pokemon Snap. Don't worry about that. I don't know if it's gonna be N64. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna be. It might end up being Switch, but I'll see. I will determine that after I do some more research, do my own research, and then also on the docket for N64 so far is James Bond GoldenEye, Mario 64, Pokemon Snap if we're gonna count it. Pokemon Snap if we're gonna count it as N64. If I play it on Switch, I don't know if you consider it N64 anymore, even though it was originally released on N64, so I'd still call it an N64 game. Perfect Dark, James Bond 007, Perfect Dark is the full title of that installment. And what else did I have on N64? Zelda Majora's Mask. Yeah, thank you, bro. You knew it. You knew that was coming. There's a few. Yeah, I got a few things for the N64 on the way, or in the works, on the list, on the docket. But you know, slow. I'm a slow person. I'm a meandering person. I'm a contemplative person. You know, I like to take my time with things. I don't have good hygiene. I don't own a toothbrush. Okay, I don't have a way to play N64 through my capture card yet. Okay, we're working on it. But yes, I know N64. It's coming. It's coming. Thank you for the reminder. It's coming. What else? I think we should just jump in. I don't want to take. Well, we got a really good group of people on Discord. And if you want to follow along with what's happening on the stream when we're not streaming and you want to stay in touch, maybe you want to share some of your photos that you've taken, whether they be photography, which is our in-game photography that we do here, or real-life photography, some snaps you've captured. Check out the Discord and post some stuff on there. We got a very good group of passionate people, passionate photographers, artists, gamer types. You're going to be in a good group of people if that's what your thing is about. If you want to talk about tomato harvesting, we can talk about tomatoes. We got a whole Stardew Valley section on there. We can talk about Stardew, which I do need to start up another How to Marry a Photographer season. I'm just gonna start saying I like the way it sounded when I say a session, but like a season is more like what it is, and I hate using those interchangeably, so I gotta choose one or the other. But I'll probably continue using them interchangeably because I just won't remember when I'm spouting shit off here. But yeah, we gotta do another How to Marry a Photographer. I've been doing some research, playing around with different techniques and such. For our How to Marry a Photographer, and I do want to change up the game that we've been playing so far. I think I found a much better way of doing what we need to do in there. But that's not for tonight. That's another night. Right now, it is Zelda. So let's just jump in. Again, check out the Discord if you want to be up to date on what's going on. And other than that, let's jump in because it's gonna be a long review. I took a lot of photos last week. I remember it didn't feel like we drink water, Streamlabs. I can do that. It's not bad to hydrate. Yummy. Got a lot of photos last week, so I'm gonna have to go through a lot. So let's just get started here. Let's get started. Because I don't want to be on too late. Here, already getting hungry. Dang it. I actually did not eat I just haven't eaten enough today yet. That's what the problem is. Neither here nor there. So, first of all, let's push in. Push in. Look closer to monitor. Gotta be close to this monitor, dudes. I thought this monitor was gonna look so much bigger, but once I got it hanging from my little rail system, it's kind of tiny. It also like leaned back a little bit further than I thought it would. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The whole point is that the whole setup here, the whole setup is definitely a work in progress. The stream is a work in progress. The setup is a work in progress. My life is a work in progress. And if anybody says anything different about their life, they are liars and an idiot. Okay, all lives are a work in progress. Unless you're dead. And then your afterlife is a work in progress. Okay? Which I hope to reappear inside of a Zelda game. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty fun. I would take being an NPC, man. If it means being in Hyrule, do it. Okay. That'd be a fun little game. Like what character, what Zelda character would you be, and then what NPC would you be, and why? That could be cool. Okay. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So we ended last stream here at the Melania Spring, reviving our horse from help from the horse god. If this is the horse god, right? I mean, it says it's horse god bridge and it's like lake of the horse god. Like this is like the horse god. I don't know if they actually mean that to be this particular fairy, because this is also kind of like one of the great fairies. It's like a fairy fountain. So I never quite understood. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We killed Eponia. We got Eponia killed last time. And we spent the last few minutes reviving our noble steed. Look at the wind blowing her mane. I actually kind of wanted... I kind of want to go to the Rito area. It's been super, super windy. In my parts. What's up, ignorant? How you doing? Come on, Tadia. Hope you're having a good... Oh, I forgot to say that to everybody. Hope everyone's having a good night. Actually, I missed my whole intro. Yeah, again, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna take some photos. So kick back, relax. Let's have some fun and take some photos. That's my spiel that I forgot to say. We're in the dark room now. Once you've entered the dark room, the purpose of this place is to have fun. Be creative, play some games, shoot the shit, and enjoy life. Okay, that's what we do here. But it has been super freaking windy here in my parts of the world. And that just makes me think, I'm just thinking about wind a lot. So like, let's go to the Rito area, which we have not photographed in at all. So that's going to be kind of a fun, refreshing new spot to go traverse. I mean, obviously just not while we've been playing. Not while we've been streaming it. At least. And there's also some of these colder areas. It's the Warbler's Nest. There, we'll go up there. Let's go to Vuloda Shrine. Dragonbone Mire. That sounds fun. We had been pretty much sticking to the Gerudo Desert area for the past couple weeks. As it was, I think, kind of a fitting Palu Wasteland. That's like almost my name put into the game. Like almost. The wind blew the ping pong table into the pool. Whoa! No way. Well, you know what that's trying to tell you is that the ping pong table wants to be in the pool and it wants you to play an aquatic ping pong game. I think that is what it's trying to tell you, man. It could be. Could very well be. Crazier things have happened. But yeah, look at this. I didn't even realize Palu just like swapped that U with the L, and we got my wasteland over here. I forgot to look into that. We also were supposed to go to the East Gerudo ruins here at some point. I don't know. We got plenty of stuff to check out. Bottom line is, even though we're going to leave Gerudo Desert behind for a little while. We'll be back. There's plenty of more stuff to shoot here. Plenty more points of interest to go check out, so we'll check that out. But again, it's been really windy, so I got wind on the brain, and the Rito area is just has a very wind-centric theme to it, as it has a lot to do with flying and such. And the Rito are a bird-type people of sorts. Bird-type humanoids that are friends of the Hylians. At least my friend. So anyway, that's the plan for today. But we had been shooting in Gerudo Desert for a while now. It's going to be so hard to delete these photos. There's so many photos on here I want to save. And it really, like, I cannot emphasize enough how heartbroken I feel not having these images in a high quality exported fashion of any kind. I mean, I'm basically looking at the video clips that we create for each one of these shots as kind of the all-encompassing artistic piece by itself. Like, it's both the action of taking the picture and then the picture itself, like, all wrapped into one kind of thing. But I want these saved. I want, like, high quality exports. It's so disappointing. Because to get these off of here, which I know I've been talking about exporting these or finding a good way to export these, which let's go into that for one more explanation. Why not? So this is as large when you open up a single image here. Unless there's a freaking button that I'm not... Like, what if I could press in on one of the freaking buttons that I just don't know? Like I've never pressed in on any of the joysticks while I've been in this menu. For all I freaking know, that's... No. None of these buttons do anything. I just wanted to make sure I'm not being a doofus. My biggest fear is that it's gonna be, what's up, Saul, man? Everyone wants to help you, but no one knows how. Yeah, I know. I fantasize about doing this for like a year, and then somebody like, oh, if you just press A 3 times, it opens the full screen view. But no, it does not. Redeem locked. Why didn't that work? Oh, there you go. Okay. Because you can't do that. You say, oh God. So anyway, detailing how we could do this possibly. The only thing that I have in mind is to record the video feed of this screen and allow all of this distortion to roll over for like a minute or so. Because there is a very small portion of time when there's a very little amount of that weird distortion on the image. It like rolls. It's kind of like it reminds me like a printing press, like rolling out. And each one of these lines is like the printed Sheikah language or whatever. And every once in a while, there'll be a break in that text. And so if I let that whole broken line of text go right over the entire image, then I can kind of slice through each one of those sections and sandwich those together or put those together in Photoshop. And then at least we don't have the Sheikah distortion on top of the image. But I'm still going to have to crop into the image a little bit because it has that border around it. So that's going to reduce the resolution that we get. It's not full screen, so we're going to have a very small amount of resolution to it once we crop out all the excessive interface, Sheikah interface. So we would basically end up with a very, 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 very low resolution. Kind of still not 100%, because I think even the lines that I'm looking at that don't have distortion. I think there are still very faint lines there, and I bet once I got it into Photoshop, I'd be able to see it easier. I swear there is like a very small section that has absolutely nothing. But I guess depending on the color of the image, it's kind of harder or easier to see the distortion. I want to say a darker image shows these lines better than others. See, but I swear I see some sections, it's like there's no distortion. Anyway, very frustrating. And it makes it very difficult to decide between deleting stuff because I'm going to kick myself if I get a once in a lifetime image and then we can't get it back. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It is going to be a huge amount of work and that's for one image. I'm sure I could get my workflow down and it would kind of speed up. I mean, originally I contemplated doing that for each image that I really wanted to keep. And I might do that. Like if I was going to delete everything, which I would love to do, a great purge of sorts at some point, just so that we have like a super fresh roll and we can just go back and get, I can't delete some of these. I can't delete. Like this one was so ridiculously awesome when I took this shot. Like I can't delete that. The shooting star over Death Mountain. I do like that one, but that one's getting old. But before I delete some of these special ones that are really important, I'm going to want to do at least that video recording of each one. But it's going to be so frustrating. So much time, a lot of time, and very frustrating. Do you have any interns? Yeah, I know exactly. I hate asking. I do not like asking people to work for free or for nothing. I have my buddies, my buddy Gary and my buddy Dr. Paxmore. They're always like, hey, if you need any, you want me to do any of this stuff, let me do. Like I felt bad asking people to be my moderators. Paxmore, Gary, and John. Did I make Gary a moderator yet? I made you a moderator, right, Gary? Gary's a moderator. John's a moderator. Maybe not. Wait, are you not? Cheer. Founder. Yeah, you're a founder. Yeah, Gary's a moderator. Yeah, okay. Gary, Paxmore, and John are our moderator. And I feel bad asking you for that. And that doesn't really even take that much. But yeah, until I can pay people to do stuff, a fair wage, I'd hate to ask people. I'd never ask people to do stuff. Some of these shots, dude. Okay, anyway, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. But every single time you can't afford my day rate. Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly. I think people are worth quite a bit of money, okay? Especially my friends. I love this shot of Skull Lake, dude. I didn't think I'd like this shot as much as I ended up liking it. This is also something we could get fairly easily again. So maybe I'll end up deleting this one sometime soon, but not right now. Love these shots of the castle. I should get rid of one of these close-ups. Or these, closer. This is the wide. You see my full invoice? Yeah. I pay people back in streaming services that I offer on a bi-weekly basis. Okay. Anyway. Okay, so where were we? I'm also, as I'm talking, I'm also looking at these and trying to decide if there are some that we could delete. I love that shot. The only thing about this shot is that this blank sky on the top left quadrant of the frame, just not any detail in there. Deposit the channel points into your account. Yeah. Yeah, just give people channel points. Yeah, that's how you get paid. Channel points, streams, and photography. If you enter my server, I will take a photo of you. Okay? It's a lot. It's a lot to offer, but I did it. I know it's extravagant. It's extreme. Might even be considered dangerous, but I'm going to do it. We're going to do a pump and dump skew these channel points to tell the viewers. Yeah. Yeah, just get them feeling rich for a second and pull the rug out from under them. You fools. And thank you. Ooh. I don't see that redemption very often anymore because we have our actual good redemptions. Okay. Anyway, we started our stream last time over here by Rito Canyon Stable, and I was a fool and thought we could bring a horse into the desert. Foolish. It's where you ride the little sand horses, sand seahorses, or sand sea lions. What do they call those things? Which we haven't shot. We didn't shoot any photos of those. It's Patricia! Sand seal. That's what it is. A sand seal. What are their tusks for? Biting the sand, of course. They rely on their excellent hearing to find their way while submerged in the sand. Their large, distinct tusks look ferocious, but their favorite food is actually fruit. That's right. I think, don't you have to bring them like hydromelons at some point? Doesn't matter. Tried to bring Eponia through the Gerudo Desert Gateway, but this is the threshold with which you cannot cross with a horse, unfortunately. So we ended up just kind of shooting around that gate for a pretty long time. That's probably where we spent the majority of the stream, around that gate. First, we got this merchant walking up to the gate, and I do want to recreate this shot really quick. That might be the first thing we go do, but I wanted to put... I had tried to get Eponia up there. I wanted the silhouette of Eponia on the edge of that walkway, on the edge of that path, silhouetted in that archway. So I'd like to go get that shot. Thank you. Which we will go grab really quick before we head to Rito Land, if I remember to do this, after I spiel for 20 minutes now, which we're going to do. 30 minutes. If I remember to go back and get this shot, we will. If we don't, we don't. It's fine. I do like this shot. There's something about it I very much enjoy. I think we could do this probably closer to sunset or sunrise when we have a real beautiful color to the sky, and maybe some more interesting light in this little canyon. Maybe some light will spill over through the top of the rocks. Maybe hit some of those walls. Add some more distinctive texture to them. This one, it's a little low contrast. There's like a little bit of atmosphere going on, which isn't the worst thing for a shot like this. I do like it when there's enough atmosphere so that you can feel the depth in the image. It's nice when there is that lower contrast, heavier atmospheric look to the distant objects that helps your brain understand the distance and the depth in the image. So I don't necessarily mind this atmosphere, but it also is adding a little bit of a low contrast vibe to the overall image. So just delete that one. And again, I'd like to try that again with Eponia, just like this. This is where I think I placed Eponia in this spot, and then we just ended up getting attacked by some ninjas. I really am I am trying to get myself to not say Yiga too much. Even though that's their name, it's a little too close to home. Okay, I would not like to be misinterpreted. So try to remind me to call them ninjas. This is the ninja foot soldier, I believe. Yeah, enjoying the stream? Now that you know I won't say words that are similar to other very inappropriate words, follow the stream, you know? No heated gaming moments, yeah. So anyway, we're hanging out by that archway, trying to get these cool shots of Eponia, and we got just blindsided by these ninjas. And we only got this one sweet silhouette with these dragonflies. I don't know if I was calling these fireflies or dragonflies before. I know I'm going to use those terms interchangeably because they sound exactly the same. And when I'm talking really fast, It's the same thing. I do sunset and sunrise. I'll say the same. I'll say the same exact interchanged words during explanations. Like, oh, it's a sunset. It's a sunrise. It's just fireflies, and that's the sunrise. But it's actually dragonflies in the sunset. You know what I mean? So if I say anything mistakenly like that, just give me a break. Okay, I'm only human. I do like this shot, but when we were framing this, when we were lining up our shot here, I saw so many more dragonflies, and they were fading in and out, and it depends on the distance that we are from the subject. But they were fading in and out, and I saw in my frame, I saw almost the complete sky filled, or what we can see the sky here filled with those dragonflies. And I thought that was going to be really cool, the kind of like Aponia silhouette with all those silhouettes of the dragonflies. And it did end up starting to look kind of cool, but then we got attacked, and then we didn't get to try that again. Maybe we'll try that similar type of shot, because like I said, I do want to get that silhouette of Aponia at the top of the hill through the canyon. But this is like, I could crop in basically to the point of leaving like an inch or two around where the dragonflies are and Aponia is, just like basically just right into that center portion of the frame, and you wouldn't lose much. There's nothing really happening in the peripheral area of the frame, and I'd want to fill the frame more with some of those dragonflies and Aponia's shape. So no, we'll delete it. We'll get a better version of that, maybe. And then as we were trying to just deal with this one ninja, I actually did see, by the way, I went back as I was clipping, and I did find the moment that the shooting star fell, and it does fall right through the frame, but I was in the middle of I can't believe I didn't see it, though. I mean, it's really obvious. It's really obvious once you know that it falls in that scene, and it's very disappointing that I didn't catch it, because I could have grabbed. There was like a moment, I had my camera out at the ready, and we were actively shooting, and I saw it pass through my frame, and yet I did not shoot it because I didn't see it. I was so focused on this bowman, this bow person, this archer, and their pose and their position in the frame, that I didn't even notice the shooting star, or the falling star, fallen star fragment. But we did end up getting this last picture, the last bit of light going down from the sunset, and a little bit of that glow from the fallen star fragment. I think I caught this a few seconds too late, like 20 seconds, 15 seconds too late, because the sky would have had a much more beautiful texture and color to it had I grabbed this just a little bit prior to this frame. But again, we didn't notice it. My bad. And we got distracted by other things. So almost close, but no cigar. What I do like about this is that the pose on the archer is great. It's a perfect pose. And all those little ninja scrolls flying around him are like very well placed around him, and then also within the frame. None of them are cropped out of the frame. They're all kind of held just within the border. Even the one at the very top of the frame still looks like it's meant to be inside the frame. They just all seem to fit very well. There is maybe a little bit too much separation between the ninja and the fallen star fragment. I wish I would have brought those together into the frame just a little bit. Both of them could have come towards the center a little bit, although I also was trying to not block the view on the little bazaar area. What's that place called again? Karakara Bazaar. Karakara Bazaar and Gerudo Town just behind that. I did want that view of those structures in there. So I was trying to line the archers lined up pretty well where I would have wanted them to be. I could have positioned myself a little bit further left, and that would have brought them together a tiny bit more. But, fleeting seconds that you get when these guys are jumping and posing for you. So anyway, not the best shot in the world. I wish there was some more detail in that background. The sky looked a little bit more vivid So no, goodbye. But that did clue us into that fallen star fragment once we noticed it. And then we went and we shot a couple shots of where it had landed, which ended up landing right by these ruins, which I like to call the Ice House ruins or the North Gerudo Town ruins or whatever. I don't know what you want to. Maybe that's like old Gerudo Town. I'm not sure if in the lore or in the dialogue with the other people, other NPCs, if they explain what these ruins were, or if there's anywhere that does. I'm not sure. There's so much lore to this game, and there's so much dialogue. Not as much as other games, but I have not gone through the dialogue in this game for a very long time, so I'm not going to remember a lot of things, and I definitely don't remember what they explain about these ruins, because I know you do have there is a little bit of a quest to go grab some ice from the ice house, and then you have to travel through this area. It's like a very, very stressful little mission. I remember being it's very fun. It's a big challenge, but it is pretty stressful. Anyway, Fallen Star Fragment fell just at the northwest tip of these ruins, or just to the southwest of the northern ice house. And so we took that opportunity to get a great shot of the ruins themselves with that beautiful glow from the star fragment, and then that little beam emanating up into the sky. You know, it would be really magical if the moon was right above where the beam from the star fragment was. That would be really cool. I'm going to try to keep that in mind next time we get to a fallen star fragment, if it's possible to line up a moon with that star fragment and something else interesting in there. The star fragments themselves, they really do have to be kind of like positioned around other objects. Just like by itself, I've never seen. We actually almost had maybe like a pretty close call to a decent by itself star fragment shot, because after we did this just before sunrise picture, I went over and I tried to get a shot of just the star fragment and then some of the sand dunes and the beautiful color in the sky. And I did grab one. I don't know if I deleted it. Did I delete it? Yes, I deleted it already. It would have been here, Paul. And that one might have been okay, but I don't know. It feels like there's got to be something else in the frame to make it interesting. Just that light emanating and sitting there by itself isn't quite enough of a subject to make it an interesting image, but that's also subjective. So I do want to decide between one of these, which one to keep for now. I think I like the sunrise one. I mean, there's just so much more beautiful, vivid color. I do not like how I cropped that walkway, just the far right bottom corner. If those are steps, they look like very, very, very thin steps. If those are steps, do they go up? Doesn't really look like they go. Are they going up? Maybe they're going up. Either way, here I held the entire thing in my frame, and then here I cropped out just that tiny little bit of the corner. Doesn't bother me that much, but it does kind of bother me. Not enough to make this shot feel worse. And I think I like the lighting on this shot better, because we have the sunrise coming from that left side, adding really bright highlights to that edge of all those walls, and then the shadows placed in front, and so that adds a lot of depth to that structure, where here the lighting is actually very flat because we have our light coming from camera right, so that's actually creating the highlight on the right side of the wall, which we cannot see, and we are only looking at the side of the walls that are in full shadow, not adding any depth. Where this one, we feel that depth so much more, the dimension of those walls, because we have one side in shadow and one being lit by the sunrise. So I'll keep the sunrise image. We'll delete the night version for that reason. I do like the shot of this arch. It's pretty simple. I wish there was no. I wish that little ridge wasn't behind this archway. I think like an archway just sitting in the sand like that, um, with the sunburst through that crack in the arch, that would be really cool. I think the arch itself gets a little lost in the background here. It's like there's very little contrast. Again, because we're actually this subject is backlit, we don't have the added depth of one side of the wall being lit and the other in shadow and feeling that depth. Here, again, we're only seeing the shadow side of this object, and that really flattens the image quite a bit. And then it's just low contrast because of some atmospheric conditions anyway already. So anyway, I can delete this one. I like it, but we can maybe get a better arch shot in the desert than that. Looks like I did play around with it a bit, tried to include more of the ruins on the left side, which I don't know if that was I think that was almost a mistake. I actually liked the simplicity of just that single arch sitting there. You have chosen unwisely, yeah. Wait, I missed stuff. Wait, which image did Paul keep? Missed this. I missed it. I was so involved in into my game, man. 22. Wait. Roll a 2 on a 2-sided die. Ooh. Wait. Just roll a 2 on a 2. Yeah, sure, you had some pretty good chances, but that was critical, right? I mean, it's 2 out of 2, right? That's still if that's the highest the two to get rid of the second one, Streamlabs has spoken. They disagree with their choice. Well, I messed it up. All right. What do you want me to do? I don't think adding any of those pillars on the left side helped this image at all. Although, again, love that starburst cracking through the top crack in that arch. And maybe if I had more of those pillars involved on the left, I don't know. I shot it a few times and none of them really felt great to me. And this one, same thing. And same thing about that we said about the lighting on the last one. Making this look a little flat. So bye. I do really enjoy this Rito basking in the sunlight shot. And it is kind of fitting because we're going to go to Rito Village and mess around with the Rito area for a while tonight. Or at least we'll get over there. I guess let's see how long. It's already 9:03. Let's see how long it takes me to do all this shit and get that Aponia shot done that we wanted. I do like this shot. Something so pleasing about the pose that the Ruto's in here with the hands back, like looking up at the sun. Like, how many times have you been at the beach and like you're just doing that exact same thing? Or I mean, I know I have. Just really enjoying that sunshine. I'm a person, and I know I've said this before. I'll probably say it again. I am a man who enjoys his heat. I like it warm. I really like it hot. Like, I want it to be really warm. I was talking to my buddy the other day about this same thing, about just preferring the heat. And a lot of people will say, I think I've heard Gary say this. Gary has said to me that, and my other brother was saying to me, it's better to be being cold because you can always put more layers on and you can get warm. You can warm yourself up by adding layers. When it's hot, you cannot do that. Which is not completely true, because if you add a layer of water on top of yourself, you're definitely going to be cooling off a bit. But I understand that point. But my point is that once I get cold, it doesn't matter how many layers I put on. I'm like perma-frozen, and my body just doesn't like it. My body just does not cooperate when it's cold. Pain-wise, it misbehaves quite a bit when it gets cold. So I like it warm. And so this feeling of like basking in the heat and the sunshine is something I respond to very much. Because I can feel like looking at this image, I can feel the sunlight hitting, my chest and like hitting my face as I'm looking up at the sun. And I love the way the flare here is directed right down at the Rito. It's kind of like magical. It's very magical looking. My issue with this image is that the foreground is non-representative of how I wanted this to look. It doesn't look like this Rito sitting in front of a nice little oasis because you can't really see the water. And that actually, it would have been very tough to get the water to look the way I wanted to with the limitations to where I could position myself to get this shot. To get the water in there, we would have needed to be at an elevated position, tilted down a bit. But here we wanted to see that sun high up in the sky, right? We wanted to see that starburst. We wanted to get that flare. So we had to tilt up, look up to get that. And so those two extremes, wanting the bottom of the frame to have the water and the top of the frame to have the sun, way too extreme. The sun would have had to be way, way, way lower on the horizon for me to tilt down enough. And that wouldn't have been possible from this angle because the sun is always at that height when it's at this position in the sky at this time of day. Maybe we could have waited. I guess we could have waited. Maybe when we go back, we could see if the sun will arc over and come down and end up closer to that, like maybe the mid, where the middle of the frame is there towards the top of those palm trees on the left side of the frame. And then that would allow us to maybe tilt down and see some of that water. But at least there's the palm trees. The palm trees kind of at least make it feel like a little bit of an oasis, I guess. Either way, I'm going to delete this shot. It's just that also top left quadrant. I mean, there's nothing in that top left quadrant. If there's a 25% area in the frame like that has like nothing, it's very distracting to me. Like, I'll give you 20%. I'll give you a 20%. No detail in an area of the sky. I'll give you maybe a 20, 15. What did I just say? I give you 5%, 10%, something like that. Not 20. A quarter of the image having nothing useful is just too much to me. So deleted. Again, I did like that shot. Just, I don't know. Also, that Rito is always there. The sun always crosses over that point. That shot we could grab pretty much anytime we want. There's not much timing that was special about it that was like me contributing to creating that image. We can go back and grab that pretty easily. And again, one of the main images we wanted was a sweet, sweet portrait of Aponia overlooking the Gerudo Desert. And I did get a couple decent ones. This is one of the cool shots. I like that she's looking right at the camera here. A little limited in terms of the background content, though. I wish I was looking over that. I'm kind of down that path, and I'm tilted up a little bit. I could have, if I walked up the path, I could have seen a little bit more onto that desert just below. And I'm a little bummed you can't see more of the desert, but I grabbed it as she was turning. Cannot choose how the horse poses, so we got to grab it when she's posed right. I do like the silhouette of Gerudo Town and the bazaar, a little bit of the bazaar there. But even those, like I should have separated those from Aponia's hind legs a little bit better. We could have played around. But again, we kept getting attacked by these god dang ninjas. So I didn't get to workshop. I mean, I was trying to get this shot for a long time. It didn't happen. So we can get better Aponia portraits, which I'm going to try to bring Aponia around and do portraits of Aponia like all the time. Because it's nice to have a subject to just add to a frame when we have nothing else. It'd be sweet to just pop Aponia in there. And plus then we can get better with the timing and posing of horse shots, things like that. So let's delete this one for now. We can get this shot also, a very similar shot, but much better version. Then, like I said, we kept getting attacked. I'm just getting harassed by these guys like constantly. I mean, Beetle, thank you. Beetle, when we did a little portrait of Beetle. Did I delete it before I think we deleted it during our session last time. But I did a little portrait of Beetle right before we started really shooting all these horse shots. And I completely lost my train of thought. I just completely lost it because I'm trying to think. I mean, this shot's so ridiculous. Um, oh, okay. I shot a shot of Beetle, and talking to him, and then denying him the beetle that he asks for. He like talks about his revenge and like getting his revenge, and then we immediately got attacked by some ninjas. So I'm kind of thinking that he called in a hit, man. I think he called in an assassination, or maybe he just said to harass me. Well, they killed my damn horse. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I'll tell you that much. But anyway, we kept getting attacked. The timing on this shot is awesome, and if we ever get attacked again, oh, I didn't look up how many times the horses can die though, because obviously, if the horse can only die like twice, fuck it. We're on the stream. Now's the time to do the work, dude. Let's just do. Yeah, we can learn. Let's learn together. Melania. Okay, so that fairy is, that is Melania. That is the horse god. Yeah, doofus. Okay. Melania is a powerful god who takes advantage of his unique. Oh, it's a he. Unique. Whoa. Takes advantage of unique and somewhat disturbing appearance to deceive people into thinking he is more malevolent than he actually is. He jokes about eating Link after he revives him, only to reveal his humorous behavior by saying, "I jest." He threatens to punish Link if his actions lead to his horse's death, but he will once again pull his leg and will revive Link's horse regardless of the manner of its death. He also holds horses who spent their final moments in a fight with a guardian in high regard, though jokingly blames its demise on Link's lack of skill, though ultimately recognizes said horse as a brave companion who served its master well, as he recognizes corrupted guardians are extremely dangerous adversaries that brought Hyrule and Link himself to the brink of destruction during the Great Calamity. So it sounds like it doesn't have a limit. Melania could be a literal incarnation of Eponia's name origin, as in Irish mythology, Eponia was the goddess of horses who ruled over all horses, much like how Melania does. I'd buy that. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't look like there's any kind of limitation. It would say, right? I think it would say. So maybe I don't have to worry about Eponia taking too many hits. I thought there's like a 3 revive limit or something per horse. Who knows? Or it starts to cost money. But I was thinking, like, if Eponia did get killed and you couldn't, like, would you just not be able to get her back? Or would you have to just go through that same quest again to capture her? Because wasn't that what it was? We just had, like, there was just like a special quest to actually just capture Eponia. I thinks. Anyway, she was getting tagged a few times, and I did not intend this to be the image. I thought it'd just be cool to have Eponia reacting to the ninja attacking us, or the ninja posed around Eponia in some sort of suggestive way. But then the archer just shot her in the ass. Son of a bitch shot me in the ass. And it freaking looks hilarious because all those ninja scrolls look like they're just exploding out of Eponia's butt, and there's like an explosion going off. And even the archer, because his hand is back, I know you can't see him very well, but his hand is back, and it almost looks like he's reacting to what's happening in front of him. And then Eponia's face is like, "This is what I do on the daily." No pose reaction. She does react when she gets hit. It's not like you can just let her sit there. And I do have some reaction. Did I not save any of them? I had some good reaction shots. Also, I didn't clip any of these close-ups. I should have clipped one of these. Oh well. I had a lot of clips from last week. There's so many cool shots. As I delete every single one saying they're not good enough. Also, my back keeps itching for some reason, and I do not know why. Should I keep this one? That's my question right now. Do I want to keep... I'm going to keep it for now, because that one's hilarious. Also, the color in the sky is great. If I had tilted down a skosh and just gotten those hooves... If I got the hoofs in the frame and Aponia was looking at the camera, I think this could have been probably an A+. But as it is, it's like a B+. Maybe an A-. And that's only because of the timing and how funny the timing ends up making this look. So we'll save that one for now. I'm happy with that one. And then we did have these two Gerudo travelers, merchants, traders, kind of just hanging out while we were being attacked. They wouldn't really do anything, but kind of like stand around with their little Gerudo blades out. But they did make for some extra NPCs to pose around this archer trying to attack us, and it's at least they take a stance and like do something interesting when there are enemies around in proximity. Like that's at least they got that. And I'm not sure if they were supposed to be fighting and then they just couldn't because of some sort of a glitch. It did look like they were kind of approaching to attack and then they just wouldn't. It was kind of weird. But I tried to get this. I did really like that archway. Looking at this gateway from the desert, looking out of the desert, I do really love that structure. And I'm also noticing a consistency with all the top of those arches always having a break in the middle of them. Or at least this one has a similar break that single arch that we shot, which I do not have anymore. Yeah, do they all have like a broken, like that one does too, right here, this arch in the front of this structure? Like it's where the keystone would be, right? Which means that these structures do not rely on the keystone for structural integrity. So that's interesting. They're being held up by Sheikah magic. Anyway, this is a cool shot of Moblin bearing down on us. It's okay. I mean, the archers in there as well. It's like everything is a little too small in the frame. And again, bottom right corner, the entire bottom right corner is nothing but that boulder that is kind of detailless. The top left corner and the bottom right corner. This kind of throw the image into like it's like the shape of the overall image feels really weird because of those two corners having no detail to me. I guess. Just this feels like lopsided because of those two things. It's not the worst. I also wish I got the top of the arch in the frame maybe. But it's like there's nothing... the fact that the Gerudo on the far left side, the closest Gerudo to us, like that's the most prominent thing in the frame. And so like my eye is always drawn right there, but then she's not doing anything. I'd want that Moblin like maybe a little bit closer to camera and then the Bowman a little larger as well. Anyway, we can delete that one. Not that great. This is, I like this shot better. This is the same exact position or very similar position. Just at sun, I think this is sunrise, right? This should be sunrise. The bowman is positioned in the sky in a very good way, although I would have preferred a complete isolation in that portion of the sky rather than just the tip of their bow right in the edge of that cliff. I don't like that. But it doesn't feel like that guy's actually attacking these Garuda, which is how I would want it to feel, that they are in an altercation. And their pose kind of helps you feel that, but they're so distant from each other. And again, that bottom right corner and top left corner, not much happening. So we can delete that one. We can just delete that one. That's just a cool shot of this archer and the desert in the background. That's okay. Nothing that special. There's got a little bit of the foreground on the bottom left side eating into my frame that I'm not happy with. I'm not into this. It's okay. It's okay. The pose on the archer is like decent. I don't really like it when you're seeing the straight face of the bow though, like that. It doesn't. You can't tell if it's a bow or not, in my opinion. Like, you got to see him pulling back the thing, pulling back the string, pull the string. Or the bow has to be kind of down further so we can see its profile. When it's flattened like that, I mean, it's like, it's hard to tell what he's holding, in my opinion. So we can delete that one. It's just also very cluttered, and everything's very cluttered in the center with no interesting things outside that little area where the ninja and all the scrolls are. We could crop basically all the space on the right and left side of the frame. We could basically make this into a square composition, cropping the right and left, and there would be no loss of any interesting stuff in there. It also would crop out that the highlight on the far right side that maybe is getting a little too hot. Maybe a little too hot. I don't see any lost detail. Actually, it's holding all the detail. But no, we're not keeping it. This is a fun shot of this little traveler just jumped into this pose because he was about to get smacked by the ninja as well. It's all right. We can delete this one, though. Nothing that special about it. I like the way the background looks pretty nice, I guess. It looks okay. But no, we don't need to keep that one. This is like the same. I really was hoping for some real magic right by this gateway with these Gerudo chilling and evading the archer, but it just didn't. None of these really worked out. This one was funny because of the way the Gerudo's right foot is on top of that. I guess what would be a handrail, because that's like the stairwell or the ramp leading up to the gateway. This kind of looked kind of funny, but other than that, no, not a keeper. These close-ups are great. It's pretty tough to get close-ups like this, especially during battle, because the NPCs are going to be moving around so much. But we lucked out in that these Gerudo were kind of frozen in place. They like struck a pose and then they kind of just stay there until we moved away. We moved the battle away from where they were, and then they would move around a little bit, and then we'd bring it back in. And then they would just sit in the same spot again, and then maybe they'd rotate. A shot like this, I do like that pose on the Gerudo. That looks great. Just not the best view of the background. Bad time of day for that background, and also the ninja just never really lined up properly. I want to say didn't time it right, didn't really line up. I do like the 3 steps of depth that we have here, though. It does fit with one of my tenets of good composition, or at least an element that I like to have in my photographs very often. Not always, because I don't mind flatter looking shots, I guess, more single dimensional or 2-dimensional type shots. But I also really like the depth that we have here. We have the Gerudo in the foreground looking over her shoulder. We have the Bowman in the middle ground. And then we have that little tiny guy on the bottom right corner, the merchant back there. I don't know if that's easy to tell what that is. And then it would have been even better if that background had some interesting stuff going on behind it. But there's just nothing back there. There's not even... I mean, there are... I see those bones, which would be... If we're looking this way, those bones would be... Oh, part of the Palu Wasteland. It looks like maybe those bones right here. One of these sets of bones over at the Palu Wasteland. But there's not like any structure back there that's distinctive. So I don't think that really works as a good background. But at least this does have a couple steps of depth, which I do enjoy. So I'll just delete both of these. This first one... I like the pose on the ninja better in that first one, I think. And maybe only because there's no ninja scroll blocking his face. I like the pose on the Gerudo almost better here because you can see a little bit of their sword coming into the bottom of the frame. Although I think I like the Gerudo pose better here. The ninja lost his positioning in this shot, and then we did bring that little tiny merchant guy into the frame more, where here he's just riding the very, very fine edge on the far right bottom side, so we didn't want him riding that far, so we panned over a little bit, included him, but then the timing on the ninja didn't work out, and then again, the sky in the background doesn't look very good. Let's just delete both of those. And then we got... our self-portrait with Eponia looking at me like, why did you let me die? Do you not know how painful it is? And I'm thinking about my decisions in life. This is Link thinking about his decisions. He's like, damn, I'm always getting either horribly maimed or killed and or resurrected myself. Maybe I should change, my life up a little bit. That's what Link is thinking. He's like, I don't know, there's got to be something better for me. Deleted. Don't even say that, Link. Okay, how many shots do we have? We got 18 photos. Let's start there and see how far we get. Let's see how far we get. And then, like I said, let's go get 7 a.m. right now. Let's go try to grab... Did I save already? I don't care if I did. I'm doing it again. Let's go get that shot that I was talking about that I want. I wish I just got it last time, so we don't have to spend the time doing this now. But that's okay. Is Eponia going to come with me? Can I... If I'm on Eponia, can we, like, fast travel together? I forget how this works. If we're, like... No, because she's not going to be able to... No. Bye, Eponia! Oh, and another thing. It hurts like nothing else when you teleport off my back, dude. Pulls my mane and pulls my hair. Plume of smoke in the distance is a good sign you might find someone at its origin. I remember reading that tip and actually listening to it because I was like, oh, I see a little smoke trail right there. And I went over to, it was like very early in the game. And it was, it was pretty cool. Okie dokie. Now, can I... This is what I didn't remember. If I can... What's up, Piaf? How can I help you? Take a horse. Okay, no, you can do this. Okay, sweet. I thought you'd have to return... I thought you... Wait, is she going to be here, though? Yeah, okay, cool. It would have been lame if we had to go put Eponia back in a stall. And then come back here. Just would have been another step. Okay, so I'm not cool with this time of day to do this. But it's going to take us a second to work out... Whoops. No. To work out the position of the horse and such. Although that looks like, placement's pretty good. So we just want, I was very dissatisfied with the silhouette of just the single person walking up through this little canyon. Ooh, but see, silhouette of Aponia looks great. And then Beetle, you better not freaking walk up that path, Beetle. I will smack you. Also, I tried to grab that grasshopper. That didn't work, though. Okay, now... Yeah, I did like the perspective looking at it. Ooh, see, there's some light breaking through. That's the kind of light, if we have some light shining through like that, that would not bother me. And I'm actually really liking these wind gusts, because again, I thought it'd be a fun theme to do like wind theme. Oh yeah, we just also be at our widest focal length here. For sure. And then our position, we want to see a little bit of the path leading up. Something like that. Okay, so Aponia has to come a little closer to us and further camera left. Or maybe not closer to us. I don't think making her any closer to us is going to help, but we shall see. Just a tiny bit. Okay. Swing around. Don't be shy, ladies. Gartan on the prowl again, huh, my man? He's like, yeah. Okay, no harassment, my friend. No harassment, please. Okay. Leviathan bones. So now I have to wait for these people, though. Oh no, is that other person gonna walk up there too now? It's actually, you know what? This actually might not be a bad thing. Because I wouldn't mind a couple stacks of depth to the people walking up like that. That's not bad. Doesn't have the vibe. The isolation of the single subject back there. Thank you. The isolation of the single subject framed in that archway is kind of what I wanted, though. So that doesn't fit the prototype as much as I would have thought, as I would want it to. Do we want to include this boulder? Nah. I just want to see the layers of this valley right here. A little bit of that. Little bit of that breakaway space in the top. Okay. Now, I'd say that's a good position for Aponia. Let's just grab that one. I feel like Aponia is a little small in the frame. I'll just delete that one for now. I want to get a little, move in a little bit maybe. We don't need that much distance from her. Oh God, is this beetle walking up? I'm kind of just checking the composition right now. So if I'm on this side, oh no, it's the Sheikah. I mean the Gerudo. Ugh. People just walking back and forth at their leisure. What time is it? 12 p.m. Do you think the Sheikah slate uses a CMOS or CCD sensor? Knows entirely, and why? I feel like we talked about this. It uses the Sheikah liquid is a bit like a liquid crystal type substance, you know. to. What's going on with the weather? Is it gonna rain right now? It's gonna be cloudy for a second. Ugh, God, all these people walking up and down the path. Yeah, it's it doesn't use traditional what we know of light gathering. It just doesn't adhere to the science that we have come to know and love in our world. But I'll say CC, if it has to be one or the other, I'll say CCD, since it's like older. I want to say it's older tech. Didn't CMOS come after CCD, or was it? I just know that CCD was a cheaper type of sensor. I know that. Paul Fax, yeah, I know. I just know that CMOS was like very expensive, and CCD was like the cheaper option, and that's why like the earlier digital cameras were all CCD, but now we're using CMOS on pretty much everything. I've not seen a new digital camera come out that was CCD for a while that I can remember. CMOS should use less energy, should be less noisy. I'm also spending way too much time on this shot. Spending way too much time. Let's just grab it. I'm probably going to be... We'll wait until... Let's see. Should I wait by the fire until night? Or should we just shoot the sucker and be done? So we can just move on. I just didn't want to waste too much time with this. Ooh, the way Eponya's glowing right now looks really cool, though. She's got like a glow that's letting her stand out. That's pretty cool. Just not much texture to these rocks. Unless the light swings around. See, the light does look like it might pour through over this little tiny crevice. Maybe. I kind of want to wait out till sunset, but it's going to take such a long time. You know what? Screw it. I think I took a couple of those. And none of them really, it doesn't feel that great. So let's just keep moving. I don't even want to spend too much time doing that. What's up, dude? Oh, I bumped you. I'm sorry. Another broiling day. Yep. Broil it up. You choose how you cook, you know? You choose. Look at those sweet clouds, though. That is not a standard type of cloud structure we get very often, I want to say. I'd like to say... okay, anyway, where are we going to go now? Let's go to the Rito area and futz around with the Rito, which means, that means we got to do wardrobe change. What is the, like, Rito set? There's not really like a wind-based, I guess, climbing gear. What is the set that you get? Because, like, you know, obviously it's like the Zora armor Zora. The flame breaker stuff is kind of why am I blanking on it? Well, I can't think of these guys on Death Mountain. Why am I that's silly? My head's not working today. I'm so silly. How can I not think of this? My mind is like blank. Goron. I kept thinking Gerudo. I will point out that a lot of the names are pretty similar. Rudo, Gerudo, Goron, kind of similar. Anyway, oh god, that made my brain feel weird because I was like, I know what these things are called, dude. I've been playing for a while now. But there's not really a Rito set of armor. So you get the Goron set is the flame breaker stuff. Zora, obviously, and then the thunder or the rubber stuff is kind of like the Gerudo stuff. What do you get? What would be like I forget if there was a set that you get over there or if it doesn't matter, Paul. I think it actually is the snow quill stuff. Is it the snow quill stuff? Is it snow quill stuff? Borophyll, yeah. Chlorophyll, borophyll. Amber earrings. Why can't you put on earrings and a headpiece? You know, I mean, come on now. I think, okay, it's the snow quill stuff. I'm pretty sure that's what you get there. And then you also get the desert stuff here in the Gerudo Desert, so I don't know. Anyway, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's this stuff that you get in Rito Town. We could also just go check. We could just go there, Paul. Sit here and speculate. Yeah, let's just go straight to Rito Village. Start off at the Akvakot Shrine. Everybody knows that name. I wonder, like, if you quizzed the top Zelda Breath of the Wild players, I wonder how many shrines they could name. Because that would be very impressive. I don't think I could tell you a single one off the top of my head. Oh yeah, these people are singing. What's up, dudes? What do you do here? I forget what the... we meet again. I'm taking a moment's rest from my calling to enjoy some musical frivolity with my daughters. I do remember having to get all these little kids back. I need you to hear a song. Oh, wait. Is this like one of the guys I have to talk to for one of the quests? It might be. Did I hear that guy? I feel like I've heard that guy's song. I'm not going to listen right now, my friend. I have no time now. Although you guys, this would make a kind of a cool shot. It's as wide as I can get. Yeah. Oof, but the light right now with the shadow on the actual, on the wood there, that looks great. Come down. Kind of want to see into that valley in the background there, though. So maybe we have to cut out. Cut out one of the kids. Cut out a couple of the kids. Oof, yeah, the sunset's starting to look real gorgeous back there. Yeah, let's take one of these. Do we want all of them in there, or do we want to... Also, let's... Oh! Woo! That's fine. There we go. Okay, good vantage point. Get all of them in there. Get that beautiful sunset through the valley like that. I kind of like that. Do I want that lamppost? It's going to be in the frame no matter what. Maybe we put it this way more. No. I like those little trees lining the left side of the frame. Oh, shit. The wind blew me off. Or did I walk off that thing? Here, let's go one step down. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I want those wings. I want the wings from the children up And I want that dude kind of leaning towards the camera a little more. Like that. That's gorgeous. Look at that sunset going through the valley. Okay. Check. I'm going to do some scouting here. Oh, if I do remember this being a very beautiful little area. I mean, okay, well, I remember every area in this game being pretty nice, so... Wait, so is this the clothier person? Hello, don't tell me you came all the way just to hear an ancient Rito song. No. No songs. Song time is over. Is this the guy? Can't carry any more of those. Great eagle bow. Swallow bow, a diamond, and 5 bundles of wood. You know what? Yeah, let's have him make us a new bow. I'm gonna say goodbye to Knight's bow. Then we can grab the swallow bow. Oh, whew. Yeah. Yeah, dude, make me another one of these. Diamonds are pretty tough to come by. Well, you know what? I don't think I can get this bow anywhere else either. I don't remember the stats on this thing. This is like one of the like kind of legendary weapons, right, that you get for each zone. Here you go. I made a beauty for you. Take good care of it. Do those stats change, or is that always the same thing? Is it always ×5 ×3? Or I mean, sorry. Is it always 32 × 5? Or wait, no. That's my Lionel bow. So this bow just isn't as good. A bow without equal, wielded by the Rito. Rivali could lose arrows with the speed of a gale, making him supreme in aerial combat. Yeah, is that not... Yeah, okay. I just was misreading. I was being an idiot. Yeah, so the Lionel bows are still way better. Because they're always 5. They're always 5 shots. Aren't they? Or are they sometimes can they be 3? Maybe they can be 3 sometimes. Either way, whatever. But you know what? This probably has some stats. This one might be able to zoom in. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Ooh, we got a beautiful flare. Dude, go right over there, yeah. Oof. Oh, I want to be on the other side of this little fence. Here we go. There we go. Look at that shadow. Look at that pose. Where's the flare? Where'd the flare go? The flare's there. There's the flare. Here, actually, that's a good position. Go back to the edge. Yeah, go back to the edge. Turn around. And give me that pose one more time. I don't know how much I like any of this, but... Okay. Whatever. I'm not going to take that shot. I'm not interested. I'm not interested anymore by... Lost interest. I want to check. Are you the clothier? What the hell? I forget everything about everything. This is why we scout. We gotta scout a little bit. Get back my bearings. So that's the guy. This is the... Oh wait, no, the clothing shop. It's on the map, Polly boy. What are you doing? Which is the clothing? Actually, it could be above us, couldn't it? There's still more shops up there. is it down? I think it's down here. Ah, ha, ha. Yeah, okay, yes, this is the stuff you get here. What am I even talking about? What's up, Neck? Neck the Rito. Big fan of... that is just a big fan of... Slipknot, of course. Is this the reference to that, Rudo? That's what they're saying with that one. Okay, we don't need to stay at the inn, although the inn is pretty gorgeous looking. Oh, look at the pose that you're taking too. Hang on, you want to raise your wing up again and point at the entrance to the... They're gonna do that. Look at the flying V above them. Raise your wing. Oh, it disappeared. Rito, get your posing down, dude. I like this guy. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I like this guy right here. Let's make sure. I just want to get him with a decent pose. He raised his arm up. At one point, he was like, hey, welcome. And I want that pose going on. But it looks like he's just going to be chilling. Maybe that's okay. Ooh, watch this light change a little bit here. Oh, is that the last light on him, though? Did the light just leave? Or is that under a cloud? Come on, give me some more light. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. I wish he was still posing, but I'll take it. Beautiful little Rito portrait. Okay. Here's the shrine. Also, I keep meaning to go. Gotta go to that. Oh, night, bro. Sleep well. Flight. Safe travels. Safe flight, bro. I throw your stuff at the shrine. Like this shrine. Okay, so we don't need to hang out in the... Let's go to the top. Let's actually check out, because we're going to be hitting... Oh, is that the sun rising? I thought we were at sunset. I think I completely missed... Oh, see, that guy posed. Ugh, that's the pose I wanted on that other guy. I didn't set that composition though. Huck knows what's up, dude. Is it just the first time you approach? Is that what it is? Let me go check this guy again. I'm just curious. Yeah, okay. Posing. Get it, Paul. Atta boy. Take it. I need to tilt down a little bit, but it's okay. I can take it. Yeah, let me just tilt down. Oh, God. Lowered his damn wing. That's fine. Okay. Good to know that they take that little pose for like the split second that you walk by, and then they have like a bit of a cooldown before they can use that special attack again, of course. Special attack of inviting patrons into your establishment. What's up, little kid? You want a pot on your face? What? Well, there's going to be some real good high vantage points around here to photograph some good landscapes. I'll tell you that right now. How do you get to the actual summit of this? I think you have to fly, huh? And I completely forget. I forget like everything about the Rito area. Oof. You know what? That climbing gear I put on originally would have been the wiser choice here. Let's do that. So we get to the top. I'm so impatient. Oh wait, this is where the divine beast is gonna be up there. We can just go up there. What am I talking about, dude? I am slow today. Ah, look at his feet. That was hilarious. His feet were like almost vertical. Standing on that rock. I do commend Nintendo for just putting that in there rather than their feet just going through and them standing on like a flat surface. Okay, so from this vantage point, what do we like? Ooh, well, first of all, I don't like how cold it is. Link doesn't like how cold it is. That's why I need that Rito wear. The Rito cold wear. Ooh. The sun right behind the divine beast is looking pretty good right now. But I can't get like the full wingspan. That's what I would want. Like the full silhouette of that wingspan. Not gonna happen. We got a pretty good view of the Hebra Mountains, Hebra Peak, and I don't know why I always think it's going to be Lanairu. Whenever I see the snowy peaks on that side, even though Lanairu's all the way over there. A little bit of Death Mountain. So this would be like a Hebra Mountains. Good spot for Hebra Mountains landscape shot. A little bit of that waterfall. What's that waterfall called? That would be the Hebra Plunge. Hebra Plunge waterfall, I suppose. Unless it's... Yeah, that's gotta be it. You know, we can find out. Bing. Yeah. Hebra Plunge. Okay. Call it Hebra Plunge waterfall. Chef. So yeah, like this at sunset could be real cool. So let's remember that. Once it gets to sunset, we'll just teleport right back up here. I would love a sunset shot with that waterfall. Got a little bit of the waterfall on the bottom of the frame. How far this way can we go? Once I touch the... Yeah. It's too dangerous to go near. Motherfucker, I live for danger. I am Link. I am Link of Link. And I can do anything I want. Okay, so maybe dropping down. I just want to get away from the giant toes. This little bird perching. So we'll probably come down to this tiny little spot. Yeah, that gives us much more range to frame without getting those feet in there. We can get Hebra Mountains, that sweet waterfall, and like Death Mountain in the background, just peeking over on the right side there. That could be really cool. again at sunset. Let's actually let the light get to a decent point right now, and we'll take a reference photo. Reference shot just to keep that image in our brains. If we don't end up getting it right now, we could always do it again later. Okay, and then from this point, let's jump down. Let's jump down somewhere fun looking. Hopefully we'll get embroiled in some kind of a cool little tussle with somebody. Until sunset, of course. Just till sunset. Let's go down. Let's just go down to this shrine right here and keep it easy. Keep it easy. Keep it close to home. We got these ruins over there. Those look cool. I think there's some decent enemies around here. I want to say there's like a Hinox. Uh-oh. Oof. Of course. Of course. Why not another archer? What happened to the blade masters, dude? I haven't seen a blade master for a while. It's always the archers now. Or the foot soldiers, as they would be properly titled. The ninja foot soldiers. Thank you very much. Okay, well, we're getting a pretty sweet flare coming in there, so let's try to group up. Oh no, wolves. Oh, and a Hinox. Okay, we're getting too much complication. I'm gonna get rid of these. Shit, I want to get back up to that vantage point. Let me just get this shot really quick. Yeah, it's looking pretty nice. It's gonna be a good sunset. Gonna be a beautiful sunset. I'm gonna save that one. Let's just try to get one more. I like this path. Yeah, perfect, dude. Oof, no, not close enough to the camera. There we go. Oh. Nice. Great pose right in front of the sun in the sky like that. Woo. And that valley's looking gorgeous. Okay, let's save that one. I'm going to try one more of this guy, and then I just want to bail because I want to get back up to that vantage point. He put it, that first spot was pretty perfect. Here we go. Oh, that's even better. Even better placement in the sky for sure. He's like right on top of where the sun is there. And the path leading down the left side, that's gorgeous. I'm into that one. Okay, save that. Keep our old picture. And then I guess I should just kind of get rid of this guy. So yeah, he doesn't, I don't think they ever really get killed. They're just kind of like, and then maybe we'll come do some Hinox stuff at some point too. Yeah, let's get back up here. Grab that beautiful sunset from our predefined vantage point. Spherical bombs will roll downhill, whereas cube-shaped bomb will not roll. Who'd have thunk it? Who would have thunk it? Ooh, unfortunately, we are not going to get... The sun's not actually setting on this side, but that's okay. That means that we'll have better lighting on this portion of the map, so that's good. And we have a nice color to the sky without it. It's not going to flare out, or I mean, blow out at all. Want that waterfall? I want... Ooh, flying V, top left. Oh, yeah, dude. That's a nice little landscape. Flying V just really made it special. That's gorgeous. Okay, saving that one. Let's watch the light change, and then we should get a beautiful moonrise from up here as well. If we are lucky. Yeah, okay. I do really enjoy, I just like watching the light change here. If we get another flying V, I'll take another shot, but otherwise I'm waiting for that moon set. I mean the moonrise. Sunrise here actually could be pretty sweet as well. Because again, it should come up on this side, although I don't know if it's going to pop up. I don't know exactly where it's going to pop up on the horizon here, so I guess we have to... There's a flying V. Too far on the right side of the frame. Give me a triple flying V. Have we got 3 yet? I think I've had 3. Pretty sure I've had 3 in one frame before. Let's take another shot here. I do want to see... There's more atmosphere on the mountain sometimes. Like, there comes some atmosphere popping in. Boom. Oh, and we got a flying V. I didn't even see that. At the top center of the frame. Love it. That atmosphere adds so much coming off the mountain like that. Yeah, like, I mean... Yeah, definitely that second shot's a lot more tasty. Much more tasty. So we'll just... Well, we'll keep all of them. We will keep all of them for now. We're not shooting... We have not shot... Well, we got 7 more frames to take. Okay, there's that flying V again. Disappearing. Yeah, you really want that atmosphere coming off the mountain to add atmosphere. Durr. And then I'm going to shoot with it the last little bit of light. Maybe let's wait for some more atmosphere. Tilt down a little bit more. Give me some more atmosphere off the mountain there, man. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Any atmosphere? No. Last bit of light. I want to grab it before the light's all gone. That's beautiful. Now I'm seeing a little bit of atmosphere. Or at least there's a big plume. Like dead center of the frame almost. Yeah, faded out pretty quick. Okay, very, very last bit of light right there. I might as well shoot out this sequence and then... let the moon rise up. Or, I mean, shoot out the sequence that would do like a little bit maybe of an edit. We shall see. Watch that moonlight come up. Although here's what I should do. I'm going to exit out for a second. I do want to be able to quickly adjust. Oh shit, it's a blood moon. Holy shit. Okay. Okay, hang on. Let me save now. That's awesome. I love it that I feel like we are always attempting some kind of cool landscape shot. Or very often, oh, look at the blood moon, dude. Oh. That's so gorgeous. It's so huge coming over the hill there. And it's going to pop up right over Death Mountain. I think it'll go right above Death Mountain. So let's let it get to that point. Oh, that looks so cool. Make sure my framing is good. Let's put it right at the top of Death Mountain there, dude. Hopefully the lighting effect on the foreground pops in. Thank you, Saltman. Let it get right to the tip of Death Mountain. Right there. Oh, that's so cool. Only bummer is that there's not very much light on the Hebra Mountains there. There's just kind of a limited lighting effect going on. That's still really cool though. I don't know if I like that the moon is actually situated on top of Death Mountain, or if I would have preferred it to have been a little like, you know, just above, hanging above. Thank you, ignorant. Thank you, Salt Man. I'm gonna try to zoom in and get. No, it's not gonna. It won't meet up. What's cool about this is that we also know if we wanted to get a regular moon for this type of shot, we could come back when it's not a blood moon, and it should ride over Death Mountain just like that. I think I caught that maybe like 1 split second too late. It looks like it's a little too far to the left side of the frame, like just barely. But I'm gonna get one. Hopefully the lighting effect will come in to the landscape because it looks like it just isn't hitting. I mean, the peak of the Hebra Peak there is not lit at all. And maybe that's cool that it's a silhouette. But it also adds a lot less depth than it could. And also, like, the way there's like a little bit of light shining on the cliff that's closest to us on the bottom left side. There's like a little bit of light there. It feels weird that like there's only light hitting that, but not those peaks up above it. Anyway, I'm stoked on it. Don't get me wrong. Let's just let that moon go up a little bit more. Put it maybe between the peaks, kind of. A little bit more between those two peaks. Something like that. Oh. Still no light on Hebra Peak though, and I'm not sure if it's because the lighting effect hasn't come in. I mean, there's definitely light coming from the moon. It's just weird it's not hitting the mountain itself. I want to shoot a couple more of these, and then I want to go drop down to where that Hinox was and try to get a good Hinox shot with the blood moon. So let's not dilly-dally too much on that. I think we got this shot pretty much done. I want to go... Let's just delete a couple things we just took in the code. Got to keep all the blood moon shots. Dude, that one where it's peeking over the top of the mountain. Just peeking over the edge. I wish I panned to the right a little bit more here. It feels like a little awkward that it's so far to the right side of the frame. I'll keep all those blood moon shots. I won't keep... Let's see. This first shot during the day, that's boring as all hell. These two shots between the flying V shot and the blood moon, no go. Let's just delete those. I'll keep the flying V shot. Delete that one. This is our first reference shot. We don't need that anymore. Rito. We got the Rito with his wing up. So we don't need it with his wing down then, do we? No, we don't. Keep that wing up. This shot is gorgeous, but meh. Also, I think if we had waited a second, I didn't realize this was sunrise. So at sunrise, we might get the sun. Is that sun? I didn't feel like it was sun. I thought it was sun. I thought this was sunset, but maybe we can get a sun on the far end of that valley. I don't think so. It looks like it's actually on the far right, looking at those shadows. So never mind. I'll keep that one for now. We did attempt this Aponia shot again. I almost like it better with all these NPCs walking through the frame, kind of adding more depth. Maybe. I don't think I like either of these. In all honesty, neither of those came out that great. We could just delete those now. Aponia does not... we should have waited, like I said, till sunset-ish time, because we would have had Aponia as a silhouette. I think it's a little bit too difficult to see the actual shape of the horse because of the time of day. And it was cloudy. There's like some atmospheric stuff that was making the lighting not put... the lighting did not put Aponia into a shadow. So we kind of failed. So let's just delete that one. Yeah, I'll just delete it. These shots are cool, but we got this last one was kind of took the cake because, because this is where we placed the Yiga right in front of where the sun is in the sky, whereas these other ones, he's a little off of the in terms of the position of the sun. So let's just delete these two. And then we have that good shot. We have these sweet blood moon shots. And then let's go down. Let's go grab that Hinox really quick. I think it's going to be faster just to fast travel. I mean, the fast is in its name, so you'd think so. Hinox battle time. Hopefully this is... the Hinox will be in a good position to get that blood moon in there. Okay, so we want to run this way. I'm trying to do this very fast. I would like as much time as possible with my Hinox and that blood moon. And we do not have much time. Just give me one. Just give me one good Hinox shot. What's up, dude? Wake up. Time to die. Oh, get it. Oh, he posed pretty good right there. Oh, yeah. All right, so we got one. I'm happy we got one. Now, and it's not the worst one in the world. Not the best either, but keeping that old shot. Let's actually put the moon on this side. Ooh, and we can get some of these ruins in there, maybe. Look, he's peeking through these ruins. Whoa. That's not bad. Okay, save that one. Can we get a better shot like that? I like him peeking through this arch. But it's just so separated from where the moon is. Eh. Whoa. Where's that explosion from? Schnitzel. The freaking blood moon went behind. Can I kite him over here? Let me get... Shit, dude. We're about to end. Oh! That's kind of a fun shot with the color in the sky. Save that. Oh, that actually was a better compendium shot. What am I doing? One more shot, dude. Oh, dude, if he hadn't hit me.
The blood moon rises once
Yeah, everybody knows Zelda.
Please be careful.
Everybody knows. Blowing it for me, Zelda. Ugh. That's another kind of cool one. Interesting, the moon phasing out of being the blood moon. It's like still has a little bit of a red outline to it right now. I'll save that. Not a good shot, but I'll still save it. Ow. Well, at least we have a sweet looking full moon. Ow. Okay, dude. Stop hitting me. Let's do one. Damn, I need to recook. I need to cook some food. This battle is not going to go well. Okay. Now, what direction? Oh, there's the moon again. We can get him in this arch maybe again. Whoa, is he running on top of that? What are you doing? Is he stuck now? Maybe that's not a bad thing. What are you grabbing? But how'd you pick that up? Oh no, he's like stuck, but he has infinite ammo. Okay. How do I get the moon? Oh, he's on top of it. What are you doing? Oh, he's jumping down. Oh, I've never seen that. Okay. Dude, jump back over. Give me some space. I want to get that moon in there. Or maybe can we have him... Maybe we got to bring him over into this section. This would be nice. Get over here, dude. Can I freeze you? No, you don't freeze. Ah! See, he's stuck. I don't think he's going anywhere. At first, I thought he'd make it out, but I think it was worse to... I don't want to kill him. I kind of want to save him. Thank you, Gary. I kind of want to save him. So what happens if we disengage? What? It just kind of like phased back into a sleeping position. Okay. Here we... Oh. No, this looks really cool with the moon. Oh! That is why you need the moon in focus, but also I waited like a split second too long. But if that moon was in focus, it would have looked so cool going down behind that mountain. Damn. Okay. Still a better shot in the companion we already got. Okay. Alright, I don't even really want to fight this Hinox completely right now, because I have... Oh, schnitzel, dude. Oh, okay. Yeah, why don't you just throw all the enemies that you possibly can at me right this second? Sure. Let's see what happens with this. Oh my gosh, why couldn't the moon still be up? Maybe we could have gotten some cool moon shots with this. I do want to get like a group shot here. Not bad. Little archer doing a backflip. Not too shabby. Let's see if we can get a better 4-for-1 though. Those are like very comparable compendium shots. I'll give it this new one because he's got light on his front side, so he's got some more detail. Oh no, I should have waited for that archer to finish his jump. Okay, buddy. So now that we're gonna get our sunset or our sunrise colors start coming up. Ah, that was funny. Oh! Oh! Whoa, there goes that guy. I don't want the duplex bow. Give me good sunrise color, though. Oof. I gotta take out. See, there's gonna. I kind of don't like killing guys around here when we're trying to get pictures because their items end up on the ground and it always looks strange. So I should wait for this guy to... wait a second. I kind of wanted to get the sunrise coming up over on top of that hill. That's easy. Maybe we'll do that next time. We'll do sunrise on top of the Rito village next time, and we'll just shoot sunrise with the Hinox right now for a little bit. I think I might leave him alive so that we can maybe come back. Oh shit, dude. The freaking... the Stalas Alphos grab... Ooh, see that? Okay. Ow, ooh, ow, ooh, ow. See the... there's that waterfall on the left side. I want to use that. Dude, this guy's nailing me. Go, it's daytime. Go away now, dudes. Go away now. I know I could have killed his head, but... Yeah, okay, I could have waited 10 minutes. Okay, waterfall, starburst. Oh. No, 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 no. That hand peeking out my side of my frame ain't good. Oh, he's doing his lick lips. Lick lips pose. Eh. I don't know how I would want that. It's weird that the left arm is cropped out, but it's like I could not be this close to get both of the arms in the frame. I'll save that shot for now. Let's see if we can get a better one close up of him doing that thing. Ugh, disgusting. I want a strong flare peeking through his shoulder, coming up just over. Is that Hebra peak back there? It's coming up over, maybe. Where's that flare? There was a sunburst, starburst there. Oh. Let's see. We got to bring him back. We're getting too far from our nice clearing right here. Maybe I want to look up and see the Divine Beast. Oh, two big old choo-choos. Let's get them in front of the freaking sunrise. Oh, they're getting taken out, though. Yeah, you guys are not gonna... Unless you guys don't get damaged by the Hinox for some reason. Let's get them together, all buddy-buddy. I don't know, one of them is trapped behind the Hinox. Oh, nope, there he goes. I knew that choo-choo wasn't gonna last, dude. You can't hang out with the Hinox and be a choo-choo. Hinox and choo-choo just don't mix. You know? But Hinox Photography and choo-choo, now that's a different story. Oof, I wish that wasn't... The sun wasn't so blown out right there. Choo-choo's like, you hurt my friend, and you're not playing nice. I'm rolling away. I'm rolling away from you. Ugh. Oh, I wanted it to look like the Hinox was sitting down and enjoying the sunshine, just like that Rito was, and that flying V is crossing right through the flare, which would have been great, but he got up too fast. Unfortunately. Okay, I got one more picture in my that I can shoot here. Let's make one more good one. Oh, yeah. Got the flying V in there too. I should have tilted down maybe a little bit. And I wish there was some more interesting stuff going on in the background. But that's a real cool explosion effect that goes on when he's slapping the ground like that. So we'll save that one. That's a good spot. That's a good last shot. That's a good last shot because now we're getting to the time of day it's gonna suck anyway. Let's go. Let's just like return to our nice high perch up here on top of Rito Village. Do a review. We'll do a review. And I'm gonna wrap up because I need a couple things. I'm gonna need to do. I gotta do a harvest. Gotta do a big old harvest, or at least gotta cook some food. We gotta cook. I do not need to harvest anything. I think I have plenty of ingredients, but my foodstuffs are not sitting where I'd want them to sit in terms of the numbers. So we got to make some more of that stuff before I get back into some more Hinox hijinks, as it would be known. Harvesting is tough work. Yeah. You know they make games about harvesting. Harvest Moon. You know. Stardew. Anyway, okay, let's save. I don't remember the last time I saved. And then also, where is... Yeah, see, sunrise right here could be pretty magic. Because, again, it'll come up same exact spot as the moon. So we should be able to get the sun just rising up over Death Mountain. Peeking over Death Mountain. We'll do that exact same thing we did with the blood moon that we did. We'll do that same thing with the sun. Get the sun just above, peeking over the tip of Death Mountain. Tip of that one. Just shot me, Odell. Okay, so we really didn't shoot all that much, but that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Just makes my edit next week way easier. So we came to Rito Village, trying to get, get a bit of a wind theme going. Like I said, it's been super windy. So I was like, well, it's like, I don't know if we can emphasize the wind visually, although we kind of can't, because we've had what we would go for if we're trying to emphasize wind, by the way, would be these wind gusts that come through the frame sometimes. I think I have one good example. Do I have any good examples of wind gusts going through there? Maybe not. I thought I had one that demonstrated that effect. I guess, does this one have it? No, not really. Yeah, not really. Not really. Not really any wind gusts here. Anyway, they just end up as kind of like white lines, white streaks going across the frame. But I think that they look and read very well as wind gusts. So that's what we would try to be adding when we see those effects come up. I will try to take the pictures at the key moment of those little wind effects. I like this one. This one of the Hinox is great, dude. That was our first attempt at the Blood Moon Hinox shot. Not bad, and for how limited a time we had doing it, I'm into it. And these shots looking pretty cool. Anyway, we're getting ahead of our review, Polly boy. Anyway, Rito Village sounded very fitting for the emphasis of like a wind type theme, and I'll work on that more next week. I'll probably stick with this area at least for the next week, next week's stream. But who knows? Subject to change, but that does feel right. And then we can start as we're getting into colder seasons that we can kind of naturally shift ourselves from the Rito Village area, the greater Rito Village area, and we can go up into the Hebra Mountains. We can do some Hebra Mountain stuff. But that's kind of getting ahead of myself. But I'd like, you know what? I'm a thinker. Okay, it's what I do. I don't like doing things. I like thinking about doing things excessively to the point of convincing myself not to do them. That's just how I prefer life. Of course. That's how I get things done. Right? Anyway, emphasizing the wind type of vibe, came to Rito Village. And then just during our scout, I snapped some shots of the inhabitants of Rito Village. I do like this little choir of chiclets with their accordion playing father. I think it's the father, mother, father. In front of that beautiful sun, what ended up, I'm pretty sure it ended up being the sunrise, right? We thought it was the sunset, but it was the sunrise. And I think that's looking, what direction was that looking? I guess I should have looked into that. I forget exactly which direction we were facing right there. Anything I can, other than that big ravine, which I'm pretty sure this is the ravine or the valley looking down the center of the frame there, following down the center line of the frame. Was hoping to get something popping up or something going down over there, but we didn't really get it. And like, again, we're just doing a quick location scout. But the color coming out from the little notes that these birds are singing, I like the color coordination going on, and it also adds very vivid neon color that we don't get very often. The only other place that those type of colors show up are like the laser beams coming in. Some of those attacks that the enemies do have really vivid, bright neon type colors. And then the shrines, the shrines seem to have like that blue, vivid glow, neon glow to them as well. But unique kind of colors coming off of those guys. So that's fun. And then we got the, God, what would this type of person, what's the kind of person that just goes out front of a store and like, come on in, how are you doing? There's probably a very specific name for that type of job, and I do not know what it is, or I cannot think of it right now. The beckoner, they're the beckoner of the store, of course. Greeter, thank you, Saltman, thank you. There you go, the greeter. Somebody's town crier. I like beckoner more. In Zelda, they're beckoners. Okay. Well, I know that. Okay, I know. You know the little lucky cat statues that are like holding the Ryu gold piece, and then their hand is up. Those are called beckoning cat, I think, is the closest translation or whatever. So I don't know why that's what popped in my head. The beckoning cat statues. And these people, but it's what it is. What it is. So yeah, the greeter. Thank you very much. Rito greeting us to the inn, which we did not enter anyway. So good job, buddy. I do like that job. Maybe we'll shoot some more portraits of the inhabitants as we stick with this area. As we're walking around, we'll just slowly do more and more little inhabitant portraits. Those are kind of fun. They're kind of simple, and they don't really feel. I do not feel as accomplished shooting these type of shots. I can tell you that right now, just because they're not enemies, so there's no difficulty involved. They kind of stay in the same spot, in the same position. So all I can really do is find the right position to shoot from, and then wait for the specific time of day, I guess, or whatever. And I know these shots are not our best time, or at least this one isn't the best time of day that we like to shoot. Not the worst either. We do have a beautiful, vivid blue sky. But I'd prefer some cool color like this one. Some sunset or sunrise color to the sky like that. Or some nice moonlight and starfield. Although we have kind of determined that starfield doesn't really pop into the shots as much as I'd love for them to in this game. Very unfortunate. I mean, dude, if you see the way the stars look and the sky can look in Fallout, in the photos that we take in Fallout, you see that starfield, and then you see the starfields Starfield, like, look at this shot. What fucking star field? What stars? What stars are there? There are no stars. There are no stars. There are no stars. The stars just don't pop up in the photos. It's such a bummer. I can see like very faint little flecks sometimes. Like this shot, I can see stars. I can kind of see some stars. Otherwise, though, like all the night shots, it's like that's what we need the moon in there. Otherwise, the sky is devoid of any kind of interesting detail. If there's no moon and there's no good clouds, it's unfortunate, but it's true. And I think that does have to do with taking the actual picture or being in the camera mode because of the depth of field fall off. It doesn't. I think it doesn't look that bad, or you can see more stars without the camera involved. Just while you're playing, it seems like the stars pop out a little bit better. But unfortunately, no stars in the pictures. So anyway, that's what we're going for with these portraits. Is like we would want at least some cool color and lighting and composition and whatever. And I think these ones they're okay, but we'll work on those. We'll work on more Rito village portraits while we are in this area. And then we had another archer attack us, of course, right before sunset. So we did end up with a pretty cool little silhouette jump in front of the sun going down over this whole area. Is this whole area this is Hebra. We are in the Hebra Lake Totori, but really we're looking over the greater Lake Totori and Rito Village area at sunset. Love that one. I probably could have maybe tilted up a little bit more. I don't know if I needed that much of the grass. At least it has good texture to it. And then we pre-plotted our vantage point on top of Rito Village to get one of these awesome landscape shots of the Hebra Mountains. Basically the entirety of the Hebra Mountains and Death Mountain in the background. And of course, the plunge, Hebra Plunge. Love that waterfall. Really cool landscape shot. Got a little flying V just above Hebra Peak. Just about to cross over Hebra Peak right there. And then, though, we knew we were going to wait for a moonrise, but we did not know we were in store for a blood moonrise, which was incredible. Always incredible to see this pop up. I do wish I think I caught this with like 1 second too late. It's like the moon is not quite riding the very top of Death Mountain, but whatever. I love it anyway. See, like the lighting. Okay, here the lighting is still being created by this from the direction of the sun. So that's kind of still the sun lighting the front side of the mountain. And it's before we crossed over into the moon cycle lighting. And so we have that beautiful texture on Hebra Mountains there. Then when the moon came up, we lost the light from the sun, and we basically put the entire Hebra Mountain area into shadow. That's my only regret. Randiful, what's up, buddy? We're just about to wrap up, but good to see you, dude. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for the sweet. Hang on, I gotta always pop out. Randomful, thank you very much. Making my night here. Even though I know, like I said, we're kind of wrapping up, but I still appreciate it, my friend. Yeah. Hope you're ready for the weekend. I'm ready for the weekend. I'm ready for some Friday fun. Tomorrow for sure. Tonight wasn't. You didn't really miss. I feel like tonight was not that. Although I say this about a lot of the streams, I'm like, I don't know. Tonight wasn't that great. We didn't get that many good stuff, but then we did get this blood moon rising, so that's also pretty special. You know what I mean? It's like. And like we always, like Saltman has always said, it wasn't until like the last 20 minutes that we finally started to get some cool shots. I don't know how I do not orchestrate that. Although I will say it kind of makes sense that that's the way it works out, since we spend the first, hour basically reviewing stuff. Then we spend like the next 30 or 45 minutes just trying to find a spot that we want to shoot. And then once we start to really shoot, that's towards the end. When are you going to start Spelunky Saturdays? Not sure yet. I'll tell you, okay. The problem with Saturdays, and I'm not saying I'm not going to stream on Saturdays, because I probably will. And it would be earlier. If I do a Saturday, it would be earlier in the afternoon, California time, Pacific time, because Saturdays are reserved for hanging out with my girlfriend. Saturdays, we always do sleepover Saturdays. So usually I do my stream Friday. I usually have a little bit of work to do Saturday morning, and then I'll go straight over to my girlfriend's house, and then I'm basically there for the weekend. So it'd probably be earlier on Saturday, or I would maybe do a late night stream, Spelunky stream Saturday nights is what it would end up being, because I can stream just off of my PlayStation. But it'd be no monitor. I'd probably be on my mic. I'd have my microphone, not my good one, so it'd sound like garbage. But it's in the works. But yeah, I'm not saying Saturday's never going to happen. That's it, because I've done streams on Saturdays in the past. But it is not the most convenient day to stream. So like it would like lining that up would be pretty tough. Did you say that's the only day you can really, which we don't have to do. It doesn't have to be like Spelunky Saturday or Spelunky Sunday. Like we can do Spelunky pretty much any day of the week. Saturdays are for the boys. Saturdays are for the girlfriends, as it should be. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just the way it works out. But I could do, yeah, but we'll do, believe me, Spelunky, because like I said, Spelunky is the first video that I'm going to produce in the photography in media series. So photography in Spelunky, that's the first video I really want to produce, because of how simple and easy detailing photography in that game is going to be, and how limited, because we do not really shoot photos in that game. We just use the camera item as a weapon, but just explaining that is where my interest lies. So, we're going to do it, and it will be soon. I feel like I slowed down a little bit. I swear, since I had gotten COVID, like, what month was that, dude? That was like in April. Was that in April? Yeah, I got COVID in April, and I swear I've been kind of like slower since then or something, or it's like that just kind of like put me like, I don't know, it set me back a lot somehow. And I feel like I've kind of like slowed down a little bit since then. I've been kind of getting, a little foggy. I've been kind of like getting myself back into things. Post-COVID sucks. Yeah. I mean, it's not like I feel good. I'm not trying to milk this thing, but I definitely noticed like I was like on a really good roll, and then I got COVID, and then it just seemed like everything kind of stalled. Also, like a lot of like I've been slowly renovating. For those of you who have been watching, a lot of this all the studio stuff here has been being renovated, adjusted. And so like I kind of like do these big leaps of a lot of stuff, and then I'll kind of like not do anything for a little while. Like the last step we did was I set up the lighting. I set up my rail system so I can hang my lights and my monitors. And then I kind of got like, I was like, okay, that was a big step. That was a lot of work to do. So I got that done. Then I was like, okay, let's just stream for a little while now. Let's focus on just doing the stream. And then I'm just trying to go with like what we can do consistently. And so anyway, I just slowed down. But Spelunky monitors are hanging. Oh, they're hanging. Well, it's like it's on like a vertical pole hanging from a horizontal pole that I have mounted close to my ceiling. So I have my light and my monitor there, one of my monitors. Ideally, I would have both my monitors, but there's a pretty big ergonomic challenge, physical challenge getting all this stuff fitted probably. I do not have very much room in here. I'm in a walk-in closet, but it's still very small. I can't even move my hands as he moves his hands around. I'm moving them in the right spot, okay? We need more rewards for channel points. Yes, that's another thing that's like, I got to work on that. There's so much, I mean, like, getting started doing this, like, it's overwhelming with how much there is to do. And like, one thing that has always discouraged me and like given me anxiety about just doing, I mean, like anything in life in general, actually, is like how complicated it all seems. And so, like, since, you know, I'm basically just getting started. I mean, I've been doing this for like a little over a year now, I guess. Again, I should have like an anniversary date of some kind. I think my brother said he has some sort of list or some sort of way to determine my first stream. 1,000,000 channel points to play a different game. Yeah. You're like, you just add 1,000,000 points to everybody, and it's like, yeah, well, you can change games now. Anything social media related is overwhelming. Yeah, it's like, it's just a lot. And so like, I'm just like, I feel like I'm going, like I'm doing little steps. Like I said, like I'll do like a kind of a, like one big step, and then I'll kind of like stay on that step for a little while and like get comfortable there and then take another step. I mean, if you actually watch to get channel points. Oh, right. Oh, okay. Channel points, not redemption points. I know there's like the two different point systems. But anyway, like all that kind of stuff, I do social media. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you know what's going on. You know how it is. Baby steps, but like, yes, yes. What about Bob? Of course, that's every time I say baby steps, that is literally what I'm thinking about. It's like literally what I'm thinking about. But like I'll get to that next step, and then I'll just kind of like, let's get comfortable here. Like, I mean, honestly, if you remember, for those of you who have been here, we didn't even have a chat on the screen for a while. We didn't have a chat. I didn't my camera, like my first big step was just getting my camera on, like putting the camera on me, getting on camera. That was just a big step for me. And like getting there was like, okay, let's do that. And then I switched over. Then I jumped from OBS Studio, and then I got Streamlabs. Then I had to learn Streamlabs, and like getting used to the Streamlabs interface and like the fundamentals of getting this going. It was like I got to that step, and then I was like, let me just get a hang of this, and I got to that step. And so it's like each step of the way, and like right now I feel like I'm on like I took a step again and got the studio a lot closer to how I want it to be. I'm getting my workflow of doing a stream, creating the clips, putting the clips up, like getting that workflow down, getting consistent with that, so it feels just like second nature, getting all that stuff done. And like, so I'm like, let's just get used to this. Let's get that. Like, let me get good about responding to the chat. Like, I know I'm still bad about keeping track of what's going on in the chat and getting that set up. I'm explaining myself too much. Anyway, you get it. I just want y'all to know, like, when you guys say, I do take that very seriously. I want to do what everybody wants to, within reason, what everybody wants to see. And that would still adhere to what I want to do. Okay. Because I'm selfish. But yeah, Spelunky, definitely do Spelunky. My brother had asked me, John was on here, and he asked me about Pro Snap. He asked me about Pokemon Snap, which is another on the list of things to start shooting in. So yeah, we got a lot planned, and it's actually, it actually is very good. I like that I have a lot of plans for the future, because it would feel very stressful to not know what we want to do next. I think when I first started streaming, one of my biggest problems was the feeling like I was going to run out of ideas, or like run out of what we were going to do next. And so the more we do this, and the more pieces of media that I realized that we could talk about with photography, the more games that have some sort of cool photographic element to them, or at least a small sliver of photography, which is sometimes that's kind of the more interesting thing to me, is like just like a little tidbit of photography in there somewhere that we can talk about very specifically. Like in Zelda Majora's Mask, we only have like there's just the one quest at the beginning of the game that incorporates shooting a photo. And so talking about that is going to be the only piece of photographic content in that game. Um, but either way, I do want to get started doing stuff. We have a bunch of ideas if you run out. Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah, and I will say again, anytime people want to share ideas, check out our Discord because, and I know everybody here is pretty much on there. So just going through my spiel, normal announcement. Discord. But yeah, if you share any ideas on Discord, I'm happy to listen, and I have a nice long list written down of what I have planned and all the movies that we're going to talk about with photography in it, all the games with photography in it. Monster Hunter Photo Quest is probably right in that niche. Haven't played it yet. Yeah, so yeah, oh man, yeah, Monster Hunter's on my list for sure. That was really cool, and that's kind of relatively new. Because one thing I will probably try to do in the future is be playing a very, very current game and detailing the photography aspect of that game, and then also doing one classic game. So we could do something very new and then something older, something classic. And so we can jump from like older to newer, back and forth, so that we're not just doing old crap. Here's just three. Minecraft is huge on my list too. We have a lot of people talking about Minecraft. The only thing is that Minecraft, what I would do in Minecraft is probably be constructing, like the first thing I wanted to do was build a gigantic camera. That sounds really cool to me. Like the way I saw the guy build a giant computer processor, which like functioned. And I was like, what? Paxmore showed me that, and I was like, what? I was like, what? You can do what? Pokemon Violet. Ooh. Beam NG. Ooh, okay. Yeah, more games the merrier. I will say this. The games are way more complicated than like a TV show or a movie thing. Although I know like I keep saying stuff about that, but I haven't done anything with the movies or TV stuff I've been talking about. Yeah, that game can be a massive time sink. Yeah, dude, Minecraft, whew, I'm sure. Uh, anyway, yes, Pokemon Snap is coming. Yes, Spelunky's coming. I apologize for the wait on all this stuff. Again, I'm just going baby steps, sticking with the stuff that I'm really comfortable with. That is another thing. It's like I take comfort in already knowing in Zelda what we're gonna do and how I can do it. You know what I mean? It's like I'm comfortable. I already know that. What do you mean by older? We all have different opinions for older. Right. Yeah, it's true. Like, I mean, this is a very, in my mind, Breath of the Wild is a very current Zelda game, because I believe this. I mean, I know they did. What was the remake that they did? They did the Game Boy game. Why can't I think of it? That they came out with. They rendered it. I mean, it's basically a completely different game. Zelda. Why can't I think of the name of the game? Either way, something times current generation for Nintendo. Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, this is like the current. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So this feels current, but yet it came out years ago. I mean, like somebody on one of my Fallout videos was like, "This game is dead." I mean, people, a lot of people hate on Fallout, but like someone came on my on commented on one of my videos like, "Yeah, this game's dead." On Fallout videos, it's like, I mean, they're still releasing content for it. It is the most current Fallout game. You know what I mean? But they're probably just trolling me, you know. Anyway, all that's to come. I very much apologize that we're sticking with cool stuff. Hyrule Warriors. Is that a game? I didn't even know there's a game. Hyrule Warriors. Every game that isn't the meta is a dead game. You're right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, I only see the videos that pop up for me are like, it's all Call of Duty. I mean, it's like all Call of Duty, it's all Fortnite, or it's all maybe some Battlefield will pop up in there in terms of first person shooters. That yeah, but yeah, I very rarely see somebody post a Zelda, or at least I do not get force fed too much Zelda stuff, even though it's like all I post. I see some stuff sometimes. Um, anyway, here, let's finish this review, and then we'll finish. I'll finish discussing this when we're actually done playing. They need to add a cross-play for Fallout. I'll start playing on PC. Oh my gosh, dude! If they did cross-play, that would be incredible. I feel so like left out because I'm on PlayStation, and I kind of regret my main character that I've put over almost 8,000 hours into now, because I just crossed over the 7,600 hour mark. That's on PC, so it's like, I mean, that mine's on PlayStation, and the majority of serious players in Fallout are going to be on PC. Germa, I've been playing Breath of the Wild recently, which I thought was pretty funny. You don't know who Germa is, though. No, I don't, but hey, it's still cool. He must be a cool dude if they're playing Zelda, you know what I mean? Because only really cool people do this. I gotta go. Yeah, good night, but hey, thanks for showing up. Thanks for the subscription, dude. You're the man. You are the man. Thank you very much. Sleep well, be well. I'll see you maybe tomorrow. If not, enjoy your weekend, my friend. Thank you. Take care. Take pictures. German is my favorite streamer after P-Match. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Paxmore. I try. I really do try. Anyway, Blood Moon. I'm glad Randomful got to see our Blood Moon rising up over Death Mountain here, though. That is because this was like the cooler. That was like the coolest shot. One of these might end up being our Pro Snap pick of the day. I'm enjoying my Thanksgiving break. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it'll be Thanksgiving break for everybody. Yeah, dude, please enjoy it. Hopefully you have a great holiday. That's right. I probably won't stream next week, or if I do, I'll probably be doing a shorter stream earlier in the afternoon, maybe, or something. I don't know. Let's not think about that. Always getting ahead of myself, aren't I? Again, overthinking things. That's my way. Yeah, take it easy, buddy. But yeah, we came up to our position up here. We already knew we wanted a shot of this landscape. And then we were very, very pleasantly surprised with another blood moon rising up just behind Death Mountain here, just peeking over the edge of Death Mountain, over the shoulder of Death Mountain. And then we let that rise up. We got that shot of the blood moon just on top of the peak of Death Mountain. Although I did catch this, it's like 1 split second too late, because the moon just got a little bit too far to the left side of the frame, got a little over. It's a little lopsided on the tip of that one, Odell. And then the lighting effect also it just didn't really work on the actual mountain, the Hebra mountain side on the left there. We have Hebra Peak in here, but then it's like there's no light on it for some reason, which is really strange. So that's in full silhouette, and we lost a lot of that great detail in the mountainside that we had while we were still getting light from the sun going down. So that's kind of the disappointment with these ones, just that light on the landscape area. So I kind of wish I would have framed this one a little bit different, because this is the one that has the great light on the landscape, but we still have the moon peeking over the edge of the horizon. So if I had panned to the right, that would have felt a little bit more well balanced, with the ball of moon just a little bit further towards the center of the frame. It feels a lot more well balanced when it's on top of the peak of Death Mountain here. So just panning to the right could have sent or really helped the balance in this shot, in my opinion. And then we let it get up a little higher. I think I almost like this first one the best, other than just wanting to be panned to the right just a tiny bit more. but they're still pretty cool. The fact that we got a blood moon, you know, that's always a pleasant surprise. So stoked on that. And then we got that shot really quick, and we jumped down to our little Hinox that we already knew was going to be down here, and grabbed a very few shots before the blood moon got to its peak and went away. I think this first one kind of ended up being the coolest. Looks kind of the most well composed out of all of these. These other ones are just a little weird because I did not have a good frame. Did not have a really good frame to look at, so they're like, eh. But this one really quick, got one quick shot of the Hinox. And then he peeked through these ruins, got a little bit of the moon in there as well. And then just before it got to its highest point, we got this last shot of him swinging down on me. This actually could have been pretty cool. I just don't like the divine beast up on top of the rock there. They kind of eat into each other, and especially because neither of them are lit. They're just both darker tones, and it looks like they could be part of the same object. It's very hard to tell what's going on. And had that not been there, we would have just had more of that beautiful sky, and the Hinox would have been more of just free-formed in the sky instead of being kind of lost in that background. It would have stood out really well against that red cloud structure in the sky rather than that dark side of the mountain. So, but it's a cool pose-ish, I guess. That's fun. And then try to get the exact same thing, but that was after the moon finally reached its peak. So we'll just probably end up deleting both. I'll probably delete most of these. A lot of them will be deleted. But we'll delete those next time because we'll talk about these next time as well. And then we got the moon going down just about to disappear behind the hill, and it does not look that great because it's not in focus, and it's also behind a little bit of cloud cover. Hinox looks okay there, though. He's about to smash me. Got a little 4-for-1 Hinox, 2 Stalazalfos, and 1 foot soldier doing his little flip. It's okay. A very bad sky. Very, very silly looking sky. Got nothing in there. It's just nothing. Not really much happening in the foreground either. I mean, you see those trees, but it's we got some close-ups of the Hinox doing his little licking his lips type of thing as he decides he's going to eat me. Or thinking about eating me. Oh, I didn't notice there's little bubbles coming off of his tongue. Are those bubbles? Yeah, there's little bubbles coming off of his tongue. A little choo-choo popped up. We did like one shot with the choo-choo. I wanted this shot to mimic that Rito shot that we got last time with the Rito sitting down and basking in the sunlight. Like we could have had a similar shot here, but with this Hinox. But we did have a flying V in there. And the flare from the sun looks kind of cool. Cast across the Hinox itself. It's okay. And then we got this rad shot of the Hinox doing his little slapping attack, I guess. Slapping ground, bongo drum type attack. King Babongo from Ocarina of Time. Isn't that King Babongo? Something like that? Or King Bongo? Anyway, that was a great last shot, and that has some interesting lighting effects going on. There's like light streaks shooting out from his attack. There's the flare coming from the sun. We have a starburst, and we have the flying V in there still. I'm pretty stoked on that. I kind of wish I tilted down just a little bit, just a tiny bit. I wanted to have a little bit more room between the bottom of the frame and his little slapping attack. Also, the whole exposure could come down quite a bit. I think the camera kind of does like an auto exposure thing-ish, depending on how you're pointed, where you're pointed. And if a bright light, I swear, if a bright lighting, let's see if I'm even making any sense. See, because like if you go zoom in, no, maybe not. Maybe I'm just it's so hard to tell because the light changes so fast. We'd have to be in a very consistently lit area. I was gonna see if like zooming in. Oh, there's a flying V. Zooming in on this hot spot. Yeah, no, maybe it doesn't really do any kind of auto exposure change. I was gonna say like the detail would come back if it auto exposed. Obviously, yeah. So no. So it doesn't do any kind of auto exposure. I don't think. Again, it's kind of hard. No, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Although I am noticing some kind of like a gradient effect at the top of the frame. That must just be from the Sheikah slate. I never noticed that vignette in the shots. Anyway, this shot could be a little less bright. That's all. With the bright slaps going on and the sun in the frame, we could have had a little bit of a darker exposure, brought some more detail back in some of those highlights, maybe. But great last shot. I'll say that. So the pick of the Pro Snap pick of the day. Pro Snap pick of the day. I'm going to say it's going to have to be the moon, the blood moon rising up just beyond Death Mountain and the Hebra Mountains kind of watching over from the left side of the frame there. That's a really cool shot. I really like it. I kind of wish, again, the lighting effect that we had here was applied to these shots on the mountains because we did lose quite a bit of detail, but that's fine. Thank you, Ignorant. Thank you. But yeah, I really like that big red ball peeking over the mountains like that. Looks really cool. And then maybe we'll come back and get we'll probably mess around with these type of shots. Because I'd love like this type of shot with a crescent moon just above Death Mountain like that. Might be kind of fun. So maybe we'll play around with more of those type of shots. But always a pleasure to get that blood moon. Yeah, and then we'll do our actual deleting review next time. And I will tell you, a lot of these are gonna go bye-bye. Pretty much all of them. So many of these, except for maybe one of these blood moon shots. Maybe this Hinox shot I'll keep for a second. I don't know. We'll see. Either way, save. And that, as they say, is kind of a wrap. So that was all right. You know, we got some cool stuff. We got a couple cool shots. We got another blood moon, so I'm stoked on that. Hope it was fun and entertaining and exciting for everybody. Hope it was well worth your time being here. I really appreciate everybody spending their time and helping support what we're doing. Really warms my heart. Y'all make me really happy. Thanks, Saul, man. Yeah, you too. I hope everybody enjoys their Thanksgivs holidays. Hopefully everybody has some cool stuff going on. Maybe everybody's doing a little vacation or something. I'm not going anywhere. I want it that way, and a little bit, just to kind of relax, not do anything too crazy. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Let's do social stuff. I'm gonna play video games till my eyes bleed. Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm at. If you want to watch any of our previous stuff, check out YouTube because pretty much all the streams end up on there. If you can't catch one, or you just like to skip through, you like to skim it, check out the YouTube. We also have little clips on there from each stream if you just want to watch the best of the best moments, best of the best pro snaps being taken. They're all on YouTube as well as TikTok. It's the same kind of content, just TikTok doesn't have the streams. So really YouTube is more of the one-stop shop if you want everything, but TikTok is more specifically just the shorts. And other than that, we got a really cool group of people on Patreon. Or I mean, I do have a really cool group of people on Patreon. Thank you all, my patrons. You guys are amazing. I don't say that enough, actually. I'm sorry. Thank you all to my patrons. Okay, you guys are all incredible. I know that's another thing. What we were talking about with Random Full, like getting that set up was like a big step, and then it's like, oh, but you also like should be giving back to your page. And it's like, I believe me, I want to. It's just it's all this is a lot of work, and getting the Patreon stuff going is just like another layer of work to do. But I do not. I believe me. I'm not trying to forget about my friends and patrons on there. So thank you all very much. That's the least I can do right now is emphasize how much I appreciate the support. I really do. Because what you all are doing right now is at least. I do not make very much money doing that. In fact, I'm pretty sure I don't make any money doing this. Despite yes, I have Patreon people. But what everybody is at least helping me do is make this not cost me money, which is huge. Because every time I stream, there is literally a financial amount that it costs to do this just to store all this content. I mean, just storing all this shit alone, it's not much. It's like maybe like $1 per stream or $2 per stream or something like that. But not having to incur that expense is very, very good. So it doesn't feel like I'm bleeding out when I do this. It feels like I'm actually just building the content and getting it to my friends and my fans. So thank you all very much for helping me at least get that far. We got a long way to go, but y'all really are making it happen. Because I think if I was, I don't know if I was not getting any kind of payments at all for this, if I wasn't getting any ad revenue or subscription revenue or Patreon revenue, I don't know how motivated I would be to do this just because of the cost. Not because it's like not fun to do, but because it would just feel like, again, I'm bleeding out. It's like every time I do, it's like, okay, so if I go on the stream tonight, it's going to be $2 just for me to save the footage, or $1 for me just to save the footage. It's going to take me at least 2 hours to do editing and clipping. The subscription for Streamlabs costs a certain amount of money. All these things can be added up, and to not have to deal with that expense, it's very helpful. So again, thank you all very much. But we have a cool group of people on Discord as well. In fact, most of the patrons, I think actually all the patrons, are on the Discord. So thank you all for joining the Discord as well. But if you want to share some photographic stuff that you've been doing, whether it's in-game photography or real-life photography, you want to share that with some people who love art and photography and games, check out the Discord, because we have a bunch of people who would love to see what you have got going on. I'd love to see what you're doing, what people are doing with their photography, in-game photography, and whatnot. Also, just kind of keep up to date with what's going on the stream. I do try to keep people in the know with the next stream coming up, and what our plans are and things like that. So keep that on your radar. If you like what you're seeing here, if this is your kind of thing, definitely check out the Discord. And I think that's it. I think we're good. Hope everybody enjoys the rest of their evening. Hope everybody's ready for the weekend, because I like to think we kick it off here on Thursday, kick off the weekend. Thanks, Gary. But tomorrow is Friday, so tomorrow it's really gonna be knee deep weekend time. So, hope everybody's ready to have some fun, and I hope everybody had a good week and is ready to relax a little bit. We'll be doing Fallout photography at our similar time, 7:30-ish, right here in the dark room tomorrow night. So I'll see everybody for that. Otherwise, take care, take pictures, don't lose your dinosaur. Really appreciate all the love and support. Y'all make me very happy. Pat yourselves on the back. Okay. Wait, gotta rate the stream. We did Pro Snap Pick of the Day, right? I hate it when I don't do the Pro Snap Pick of the Day. That's what always bothers me. Y'all have a right to be like, Pro Snap Pick of the Day, dude. So tonight's stream, I'm gonna give it 2 of these dudes, maybe like 1 of these dudes, a Todd Howard, and an Argus. That's my rating. You cannot cheer in your own channel. I always forget to do that. Whoops. Press the wrong buttons. It's like, it's an okay stream. It's all right. Thanks, Ignorant. Thanks, Paxmore. I love you guys, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Peace. Oh, wait. Whoa. I got a snack. Wait. Whoa. Snack you all. Got a snack. It's like bad luck to not snack people. Okay. Take it easy. Peace.